Hey guys, let's clap it up. Day 6 for OSC. We got to have a serious talk today, though. Serious talk. How are you doing? How are you doing? Let's check in. How are you doing for OSC? Are you locked in on whatever you're locking in on? Are you seeing opportunity? Are you seeking opportunity? Hey guys, one thing I really noticed, one thing I really was thinking about is that I do a lot of self-reflection. I do a lot of self-reflection, looking back on my day, looking at how I utilize my time. And I'm very disappointed in myself. It's OSC. Can we be honest here? Okay. I'm very disappointed in myself. I've spent way too much time on social media. I've spent way too much time on unnecessary things that do not give me fruit, things that do not produce fruit in my life. And the thing that I feared actually happened to me, guys. It happened today. I had a great mentor of mine, somebody that is really teaching me and guiding me, showing me the steps on how I can be successful. They set a challenge before me. We had a great conversation about my next step into my craft, into becoming a speaker. Let's be real, into becoming a speaker. And I messed up, guys. And then let me tell you how I messed up, because I reflected on all the time I had. I reflected on all the time I had for the last year. And how much time I spent on Instagram, how much time I spent on TikTok instead of preparation, instead of preparing for that moment, instead of preparing for that day, instead of preparing for my fruit, for my harvest. Guys, this is big. This is big. And I'm telling you because I don't want you to have to experience the same thing I experienced today. Experience the same weight, that gut-wrenching feeling that I experienced today. Of, man, I am not prepared for the thing I've always wanted. I am not prepared for the thing that I desire most. And okay, let's be real. I'm not going into my biggest dream tomorrow. I'm not. But what I am doing is I'm tapping into my craft, and it's time for me to go to the next level. But I failed. I failed to prepare for that level. I failed to dedicate time and invest time, and now I'm seeking a return on investment, and there's nothing there. This is the equivalent of you putting money in the bank. Putting money in the bank, or just knowing you got a certain amount, but you go and ask for a higher amount. You go and ask for a higher amount. And the teller is like, hey man, you didn't put in this much. We can't give you this because you didn't put in this much. This is big, guys. This is big because I cannot take my deposit. I can't take my deposit, guys. So what do? We evaluate, okay? We evaluate, where did you go wrong? And I believe I went wrong with my time. Hey guys, this is Miguel Devon. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please make sure you like and subscribe to this channel. I also just started a new Instagram channel where you can keep up with me throughout the week as I post reels and just good, valuable content. Also, please make sure you share this video with somebody that you believe it will add value to their life so we can get this channel growing and glowing together. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy the rest of this video. Peace. With my perspective of time. And OSC is about perspective, right? So we tapping into perspective. For me, I'm tapping into how I see different levels of different perspectives of things. The old me before OSC would say, man, I wasted my time. I all that time, and now this and that, and it's this, and I'm the victim. I'm the victim, right? But we're new now, okay? New perspective downloaded here, okay? I messed up. I can own up to that. I messed up. I didn't dedicate the time that needed to be dedicated. I didn't show up to practice. Let's be real. I didn't show up to practice, guys. And now I'm expecting to play the game. But the thing is that there's bigger dogs out there. There's people that actually put in the work. There's people that actually showed up to practice. There's people that actually showed up off the field and put in work day and night. And they're going to show up and they're going to take my spot. They're going to take my spot because I decided not to dedicate my time to showing up. I decided to choose to do other things with my time. I read a story recently, and it says in this book, it says that the lazy man does not plow in autumn, but he will seek a harvest and have nothing. What does that mean? Let's break that down. What does that mean? It means that the lazy man didn't put in the work. The lazy man didn't show up to go do the work, but then he has the nerve. And a lot of us, I'm sharing this because I believe a lot of us have actually experienced this, guys. We got to lock in. This is what OSC is about. We got to lock in. OSC is big for our growth. OSC is big for our change. This man is going to seek a harvest. But bro, you didn't put in the work. You didn't show up to practice, buddy. You didn't show up to plant seed. You know, there was a time where I had a business. I had a business, and it was a home inspection business, guys. Check this out. I'm gonna show you what planting seed looks like. So just lock in with me here, okay? Check this out. There was a time I had a home inspection business, guys. And in this home inspection business, I had just got started. I just got in the military. I just got started in this. And one thing I did was I went around and I started meeting several agents. I started meeting several real estate agents because that's how it works. You connect with the real estate agents, at least where I was at. You connect with the real estate agents, and then the real estate agents pretty much refer you to their client, okay? So I was reaching out to several real estate agents. I had a great system, guys. I was tearing them up. Had a great system. Every week I'm going out, boom, 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 finding all types of different real estate agents. And I would do this for months and months at a time. Months and months at a time, guys. I was going from house to house to house, from brokerage to brokerage, from agent to agent, email to email, gift to gift, from seminar to seminar, from every meetup that you could think of. I was going. I was putting in the work. I had planted seeds, man. I was making sure that my seeds were getting planted. And then there came a time where I actually started getting some traction. Okay, so 1 month, got a couple people calling back. Second month, got a couple more people calling me back. We in business. Third month, got a couple more people calling me back. And then it got to a time where I said, uh-oh. I told my wife, I said, hey, I'm getting a little nervous, man. I'm getting a little concerned. She said, what's up? I said, man, I've been working so much. I've been putting in hours every week, and business is booming. I had people ask me, hey man, how did you grow so fast? It was crazy. But I told my wife, I said, hey, I'm a little nervous. She said, what's wrong? I said, I think I might have planted too many seeds. I think I might have planted too many seeds. And what happened is now it's harvest time. I got to tend to all these seeds. What was happening is that agents would call me to schedule an inspection. And then what would happen is that right after they hang up, another one called me to schedule an inspection for that same time. Or either the time I had didn't work for their client. And it was just people were getting booked. And that's what it looks like when you plant seed. Now, I believe that all of us will want that type of result. All of us don't want to do like I did and fail to be prepared for the moment, that big moment that comes your way. That big moment that is that big opportunity that has now come that you've been asking for, that you've been praying to God for. I don't want you guys to experience that. I don't even want to experience it. But what's going to happen is now I have to start planting seed, have to start investing time. And we have to trust that our return on investment will be great. Our return on investment will be plentiful. Guys, this is big, man. I hope this is making sense to you. I hope you guys are processing this. If it's making sense to you, please make sure you like this video. I love you guys. I just want to make sure that I can let this out about OSC today. OSC is changing my perspective on things. And one of those things that it changed my perspective on is my time. Especially with my experience that I had today, guys, it's changing my perspective on my time. Let's lock in. Let's make sure we're prepared for that great opportunity that we're asking for. Let's make sure that we're prepared for that challenge that we're asking for. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all day 7 coming tomorrow.